Yo, what's up? What is up? We have quite a lot to do today. Yo. Yeah, quite a lot to do tonight. Hopefully we have a good time. A couple things. First, the monthly sales breakdown for March. We're going to go through all of my sales, profit, the different breakdowns for each of the... Yo, what's up, Chevals? One of the two. Yeah, so we're gonna do Dan's challenge, which is the 151 quiz on Sporcle. We're going to do that today. Should be fun. We're also going to do the monthly sales breakdown, which is going to a detailed breakdown of all of my sales in March. And we're going to go through each of the cards, profit for each card, how much profit at the end of the day. We're going to talk about how much I made this month on the comic book booth. And then on top of that, progress on the $10,000 collection and how much I have sold of that so far. So We've got a lot. We've got a lot between the quiz, the sales breakdown, and then maybe, I'm not 100% sure. I did one for a video. I got a Hunter x Hunter and a Jujutsu Kaisen Union Arena box. So I opened the Hunter x Hunter one for a video, and I thought maybe we could open the Jujutsu Kaisen one on stream tonight, but we'll see how it goes. This will probably be like one of the last things that we do. But yeah, the Hunter x Hunter one was pretty fun. So I don't know if I want to make like an individual video for this or just open it up on a live stream. So we might just open that up later. What's up, Oni Life? Welcome. I was pretty disappointed though. I opened a Hunter x Hunter box and the secret rares, or the hits, I guess, in the box were cut super poorly. So they have fraying around the edges and stuff. All the commons, uncommons, great, but the hits, they all are frayed around the edges. So it really kind of sucks. But they're pretty cool. They're pretty interesting. This is Japanese. These are Japanese. So I don't know if Union Arena is in English yet. But I did get the Japanese boxes. There was, I think, Code Geass is another box that was out. Or no. Was it Demon Slayer or Code Geass? There's quite a lot of these. A lot of different anime titles that are creating Union Arena cards. So, and I bought a pack of promos. There's like a 3-pack of promos. Has Gon, Itadori, and Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. All 3 of those cards, so that's pretty cool. I have opened Weiss before, yeah. It's very similar. The cards, I would say I think the Weiss cards look better. But, especially the commons and uncommons. But the secret rares in Union Arena are kind of cool, so... But yeah, I think Weiss overall does a bit better of a job. I think the commons and uncommons in Union Arena aren't very good looking at all. But the secret rares in the alternate rare, whatever I got, it was kind of a weird pull, but looked pretty good. But I have opened Weiss. I don't do it too often. Weiss is a weird one for me because like Weiss has case hits, right? So there's only like 1 or 2 like signatures per case, so you almost have to buy a case, or you have to find a seller that you feel like is trustworthy enough to sell you like not map the case before selling the boxes or whatever. So I don't know. Weiss is kind of, to me, it's like it would be fun to open some more of it, but also I just got to find the right outlets or something for it. I'm not sure. I like the cards, but just is it seems weird with the whole case hit aspect of it. Teach me how to make profits. Just buy, sell, or buy low, sell high. That's all you gotta do. It's that easy. Retro tried but gave up on me. Just buy low, sell high. Perfect. Boom. Just bought one Weiss Dragon Maid box. Very interesting to see what I will get opening it. Yeah, that's the only thing you have to worry about with Weiss is the case hits. There's like one good hit or one or two good hits per case. So if you find a store that here's what I've heard about is that stores will open a case of Weiss until they hit that signature rare, which is like the most expensive card, and then they will sell the rest of the boxes because you can't hit another one. So it's like trying to figure out if you're buying from a place that isn't doing that, first of all, because that kind of sucks. So you have to find like a trustworthy seller that you feel like isn't going to map the boxes before they sell them. So, but it happens. You selling the PSA 9 reverse Scyther? Yeah, it's on my eBay right now. Or it might have sold. It might have actually sold already. If it's not on my eBay, it's sold already. That's... I forget. I know the Moltres. I know I still have the Moltres, but... No, it should still be on eBay, I think. So... What's up, Oak? How's it going? Welcome. If he is, then I'm buying it. Yeah, both those cards should be on eBay. The Moltres and the Scyther. Oak, I got a Pikachu card that I don't know if you have yet. It's a Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Which one is it? Reviving Legends or Undaunted or something like that? Pikachu from Japanese. I don't know if you have that one or not. But it's gonna make him sell it on the low. I got an email today from somebody who they saw, I guess, that I sold a Zelda card at some point. So they reached out to me and said, I have this sealed box. Do you want to buy this sealed box for me? And I was like, no. They're like, oh, well, I'm doing a trade up challenge. Can you trade me for some Pokemon stuff? And I said, no. Then I was like, people are doing trade up challenges on eBay now? Like, it's not even just to the events. It's literally eBay people are reaching out to do trade up challenges? Hell no. Yo, happy birthday, Shovels. Nice. It's awesome. Happy birthday, dude. Yeah, that took me aback. I was like, what the hell? Why are people doing trade up challenges on eBay? Leave me alone. I would definitely not be a good trade up challenge person. I could see if it was a kid and like if I had a booster pack or something and they had like a V or something like that, trading them a booster pack, but nah, dude. I am not that I'm not that giving, I guess. But what's up, Crawdad? Welcome in. What's going on? Thank you for the Vaporeon. Oh, did you buy that? Nice. It's a nice looking card. Those promos are cool. I did pretty decent on that card too, so if you bought that, thank you. Appreciate it. Crawdad, how are you? Welcome. Yeah, happy birthday. That's awesome. So, let's see. What should we talk about before I jump into the stuff? So, obviously, March breakdown. I'll show you guys. So, we have, let's see, desktop. First of all, look at this background. How cool is this background? I found this today. I was like, damn, that's sick looking. I don't know, you know, giant Pokeballs kind of seems a little strange. I'm not sure where they came from, but it's pretty cool. But we have the quiz, Dan's quiz that Dan challenged people to do. I've done this one time before, but it was maybe last year now, so it's been a while since I did it. We're gonna see if I can get all 151 Pokemon in 8 minutes. Probably not, but I'll do my best. And then we have the monthly sales breakdown for March. So I'll show you guys everything that I sold in March, what kind of profits I'm looking at, and we'll kind of compare it to the previous months. We can compare it to the previous month and talk about the booth at the comic book shop. We got a whole bunch of stuff. So what do you guys want to do first? You guys let me know. You want me to do the challenge first, or do you want me to do the monthly sales breakdown first? It's up to you. It's up to you. I am here to do what you want me to do. The challenge? All right. The challenge. I gotta get everything. I have a mic here. All right, mic. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay, hold on. Okay, I kind of have a cord in my way, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, gonna have to change up the music for this. Anybody watch this show when they were kids? Is this show still running? All right, guys. The 151 quiz. We have 8 minutes to do as many Pokemon. I'm gonna move. I don't know where to put this mic. Can I put it? Can you guys still hear me if I put it here? I'll put it here. Can I turn this down just a tad? There we go. That's better. Okay. I'm not gonna look at chat. Also, please refrain from putting any Pokemon into chat, okay? I'm gonna try and do this legit. 8 minutes. We'll see what happens. Let's see. We won't disclose my age. I think only Felipe Phil is older. Damn, I wouldn't have pegged you as someone who was older for some reason, Chevals. Probably because all the trolling you do in chat. All right, here we go. Hear me? Okay. All right, we got 8 minutes. I'm actually kind of scared. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we got Bulbasaur, Venusaur, Ivysaur, Charmander. We gotta get all these out of the way first. Charizard, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, Pidgey, Rattata, Eradicate, Oddish, Gloom, Vile Plume, Pidgeotto. Oh shit. Pidgeotto. What's after Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree, and then Weedle, Kakuna, and Beedrill. Okay, after Eradicate, Spearow. Ooh, Fearow. Okay, we're still rocking it. Bellsprout. Oh shit. Weeping Bell. No, Weepin Bell. Weepin Bell. Oh no. Oh, Victory Bell. Shit. We're not doing it. Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Eevee, Scyther, Snorlax, Articuno, Mewtwo, Zapdos, Moltres, shit, Dragonite, Dragonair. Dratini. We did Scyther. We need Tauros. Tauros. Oh, shit. Geodude. Graveler. What? Graveler. Golem. Okay. Okay, now we've hit a lull in my brain. My brain is shut off. Oh, Lickitung. Oh no, this is not good. We're a quarter. Ooh, the monkey. Mankey, Primate. We did Snorlax, right? Yep. There's so many Pokemon over there. Ghastly. Hold on. Ghastly, Haunter, Gengar. I'm trying to think. I look at all of these freaking Pokemon every fucking day on Bye. Come on. Yeah. I'm only at 52. Okay, Gengar, Snorlax, Zapdos, Moltres, Dragonite. We did all those. Electabuzz, Magmar, Electrode. What's the first one? Voltorb. I'm not looking at chat. I see you guys talking over there. I'm not looking. Mankey, Primate, Oddish, Gloom, Vileplume, Bellsprout, Weepinbell, Victreebel. My god, there's so many Pokemon. I'm missing all of them. Ooh, Aerodactyl. Oh, the other Kabutops. Omanyte. Omastar. We did all the evolutions. What's between the evolutions and Omanyte? Where did Aerodactyl? There's got to be more, like 3 Evo Pokemon that I'm just trying to think about the show. God, I've been so into the mid-era recently. Oh, Machop, Machoke, Machamp. What are the other trade Pokemon? Ooh. Rhyhorn, Rhydon, these nuts. Oh, Venonat, Venomoth. I'm doing absolutely terrible. 8 minutes is not enough. I don't even think I could type all the names in 8 minutes, even if I knew them. Chop Machoke. I did Geodude, right? Oh. Growlithe. Arcanine. Ninetales. Vulpix. Ditto. Ooh! Magikarp. Gyarados. Oh! Kangaskhan. Oh, shit. Kangaskhan. Got it. We got over half. Or we're at about half. Water Pokemon. Poliwrath? Poliwhirl? Politoad. Nope, wrong one. What's the first one? The tadpole. What's the first one? Moving on. Hitmonchan. Hitmonlee. No, we're in less than a minute. This is awful. We did Mankey, right? You. Is there? Oh my god! I almost missed Pikachu. That would have been freaking awful. All right, Pikachu and Raichu. Oh, Abra. Alakazam. Kadabra. What is this whole row? There's a whole row that's almost empty. What are all the Pokemon there? Ooh, Cubone. Marowak. We're done. We're done. We got 87 of 151. Do I hit give up or pause? Resume? Give up. Oh, 87. Oh, let's see. All right. Kangaskhan, yeah. Oh, Pinsir, yeah. Forgot Pinsir. Don't unsub. Porygon. Magneton. Coffee, Tentacool. Oh, the Nidorans! That's an easy 6. That's an easy 6. All the Nidorans is so easy. Man, that was awful. It's the 8 minutes, dude. 8 minutes is not enough. What's up, Cryptonaut? Welcome in. Tyranitar, Pichu. All right, dude. All right, dude. Oh, forget Wiglet. Oh, yeah, Diglett and Dugtrio. Doduo. Ponyta. All right, wait. So what do I have to do? Do I have to screenshot this and send it to him or what? How many did Dan get? Dan made it seem like he did really bad. So I hope I at least got more than Dan, so he has to donate. Blame this on the stress of being live. It's so stressful doing this in front of everybody, you know? Oh, Porygon was the one between Flareon and Ammonite. Man. All right, so I'm going to, I guess, screenshot it. Print screen. Does anyone know how many Dan got? Results. Man. The average score is 65%. Dude, I'm worse than average. Although most people do 15 minutes, I think. Unless that changes the average score, but most people do the 15-minute timer. So, but Dan wanted to keep us to 8 minutes for the YouTube video. I am brain dead. True, dude. There's a couple of these that Poliwag. I couldn't remember. I got Poliwhirl, Poliwrath. I'm sitting here, Politoed. That's the only thing I could think of was Politoed. I'm like, that is the wrong generation, man. Well, we got all the way down to Furo, and then I almost forgot Pikachu. That would have been so freaking bad. He got 88? He beat me? By 1? Bro, so I don't even, well. I thought he said he did really bad. Oh, I did so much worse. What's up, Landon? I did one worse, I guess, but it's tough with the time limit. I could have done better with the 15 minutes, but with the 8 minutes, it definitely... I don't even know if I could type all these Pokemon's names out in 8 minutes. He did really bad, meaning I did even worse. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. I know, guys. I know. You would think if you're searching these Pokemon's names every single day into Bai, you would do better than 65%. Oh, it is what it is, I guess. I guess it is what it is. Well, I guess I didn't contribute anything to the charity. I did have a few blank moments, yeah, where I couldn't think of anything. Couldn't even contribute to charity. Man. Well. Oh yeah, I mean, typing them out is definitely feasible. Ponyta, Rapidash. I definitely got the most popular ones. I don't think there's like a super popular Pokemon that I didn't get. I think Nidoking may be the most popular one that I missed. Psyduck. Lapras. I think for the most part I got all the more popular ones. Which makes sense. How many submissions do I still have out? I have 1 pack submission. I am sending out a submission tomorrow before the deadline. And I have 2 other submissions. So 2 card submissions, 1 pack submission, and then I'll be sending out one more tomorrow. Well, I'm not at risk of breast cancer, but it, you know, would have been nice to contribute to beat Dan, but apparently he got 88. Okay, so I won't even send him the screenshot. I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want to embarrass myself. We just won't send him the screenshot, all right, guys? We just, you know, this never happened. Don't tell anyone. Gotta get it out tomorrow. Yeah, you just have to complete it and in online, and then I think you have a month to get it to them. So if you can't ship it out right away, it's not that big a deal. But you do have to complete the submission. So it kind of sucks because the new set, literally the new set, is coming out tomorrow, and I think I'm gonna be getting a lot of my boxes and stuff tomorrow. So hopefully tomorrow night we'll be opening the 10 to 12 boxes of Scarlet Violet. And then, but if we have to do it Saturday, we might do it Saturday then. We might do it Saturday. So, what's up, Lava Collectibles? I have one that's projected, one case projected to show up Saturday, which I'm not sure if it will actually take until Saturday, but if it doesn't show up till Saturday, then we won't open anything until Saturday. But it'd be cool if I could open everything yesterday, because I could open it, and then as I open it, I could be putting it into my PSA submission, and as long as it's done. Or we could open a case tomorrow night, and we could open a case Saturday. But I don't know if I want to split it up. I kind of want it to be like one big opening, you know? Not really like a case and a case. I'd rather just do, you know, 10 boxes right in one. Had to get in touch with PSA. They double charged the submission. Ew, gross. Just print the forms out. Pack it up this weekend. Yeah. Could just make another last submission video. Yeah, right. They'll announce like tomorrow, or not tomorrow, because tomorrow's the last day. They'll announce the day after the last day. Oh, we're permanently dropping the submission to $15. So. Oh, he donates 10 if you participate at all. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely send it to him then. He gives you 20 if you beat him. Got it. Or he gives 20 if you beat him. Got it. Yeah. Well, we didn't beat him. We lost to him by one. By one Pokemon. Poliwag. That's the one I'm blaming. Poliwag. What's up, Comet? How's it going? How's it going, Naku? What were some of the exciting hits from the recent sub? From my recent sub? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot of good stuff from the recent sub. I'm trying to think what were like the bigger hits. I got a Pop 3 Infernape. That was cool. Pop 3. I think it was like hold on. I should be able to show some of the pictures. Since I take all of my own pictures for eBay, I have them all ready here for me. Let's see. Some standout cards. I think I posted it to Instagram, but swap over. I got this Infernape, which is a, right now at least, it's a Pop 3. I'm sure that will change, but really cool artwork on this bad boy. Really like this card a lot. And then let's see, what else? We got a bunch of 10s that should not have been 10s. PSA blessed me with, I don't know, the grader got late or something the night before. I have no idea. This got a PSA 10, this Gengar. This is a pretty heavy hitter in a 10. Really cool looking Gengar card. Kind of, it's the only Gengar holo, I think, from the mid-era. So that's pretty cool. Apart from the Gengar, like, level X. Yeah, we got a bunch of 10s. We got this Mew from the mid-era. This definitely shouldn't have gotten a 10, probably, if it were me, but I'll take it. That's a really nice looking Mew from Shining Darkness, yeah. These two are huge. So we got this Umbreon from Magma Aqua, that was a 10 in the Japanese version. So it's holo in Japanese, and then I think it's, you might be able to get a reverse holo in English, but I don't think it's holo in English. So we got this nice Himeno Umbreon. And we also got this Espeon, which is the same thing. It's not holo in English, but these were all 10s. Those were kind of the big standouts. A lot of cards that I just really like. I like grading stuff that I like to look at. all of these cards were just super, super cool. And I actually graded some Full Metal Alchemist stuff. So this was a big hitter for kind of my personal collection, I guess. Not something that I usually do, grade stuff for personal collection, but this card, it's called a transmutation card. It's a kind of a heavier hitter from the 2005 Full Metal Alchemist TCG, and it's a see-through card. So it's you know, you have the normal card stuff on the front, but all the rest of the card is see-through. This one actually got the 10, which I was very surprised by. I don't know how much of these actually exist, because I don't think a lot of people grade them. This one also got a 10. This is a Lust from the Japanese Alchemic card battle for Full Metal Alchemist. So I graded a couple of these as well, which were pretty awesome. I didn't put them in the video because I'm not sure if I want to tell people about this stuff just yet. So, I don't know. This is kind of stuff that I more want to personally collect. So I don't want to be like, here's this cool shit, and if you love Full Metal Alchemist, go buy out all the boxes so I can't buy anything. You know, so. But I think the cards look pretty sick. But yeah, those are some of, I guess, the bigger hitters from the set. Glad you went for it on the FMA stuff. Yeah, I just thought I would. They got better grades than I thought they would. I got 9s, three 10s and 3 9s on the Full Metal Alchemist, English and Japanese. So yeah. And now I know that there's some places out there with like lots of boxes, and part of me is kind of like, well, it'd be kind of cool to do like a mass opening of Full Metal Alchemist, but who knows? We'll see. Yeah, those are probably some of the more exciting cards from the recent submission. Of your last videos, vintage no 10s, what's your thoughts on vintage grading? Vintage English? I don't know. I mean, I don't grade a whole lot of it. I was surprised that, well, I was kind of surprised. I kind of knew that vintage English is getting slapped right now by PSA, so, or at least that's what I've seen from PSA return videos. So I wasn't surprised that the 2 Fire Red Leaf Green cards got 9s, although they were super clean. And, you know, you try not to compare, like, English with Japanese because they're completely different, but some of my Japanese 10s that I got back look like absolute ass compared to those 2 cards that came fresh out of pack. So it is really interesting how they grade things differently. I more know, like, the new back Japanese, how to pre-grade that stuff. I really have no idea when it comes to vintage English, so I kind of just right now just kind of try and stay in my lane. New back Japanese is where I'm finding the best luck currently for me. But vid was crazy, yeah. Vid was crazy. I agree. A lot of heavy hitter stuff, a lot of 10s. 81% 10s on my last submission of mostly new back Japanese. So that was pretty cool. But like mid-era stuff basically. What's up, Jesse? How's it going? Welcome. I'm convinced PSA only looks at the front of Japanese. Honestly, I'm kind of convinced that too. But yeah, I don't know. That or I don't know if they're just going so fast that they miss. I mean, honestly, when I'm looking at like pictures and stuff on Bai, I miss whitening sometimes. So if they're going just so fast with the cards that they miss white, it's easier to miss on new back because of the color of the card. So I would say it's easier to miss if they're literally only like front back grade. I don't know how much time they actually spend looking at the cards, but yeah, if they looked at it a little further, a lot of the 10s that I get probably would not be 10s, but you never know. Sub to Super Clean Machamp Alt got an 8. Cracked and resub for the 10. God dang. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that was a question I had, Retro, about, like, you know, the Full Metal Alchemist market doesn't exist. I don't think there's very many graded cards out there, even though it's such a popular anime. So that was when I was kind of like, oh, what does, like, creating your own sort of market look like? And I think for me, it'll just be, like, collecting the stuff because I find it cool. And then if a market starts to form or I can start to kind of create one on eBay with, like, doubles or whatever, then that would be cool. But I think the market creation will be like the side effect of me just wanting to collect it because I think it's interesting. So, and it's a lot cheaper than trying to collect Pokemon right now. But I'm taking the make money in Pokemon, collect other things route, I guess. So I think quite a few people are doing that. Show us the cursed folder? Wait, do I have a cursed folder? I don't think I have a cursed folder. Are there any cursed folders? I don't think so. I think we're good. Yeah, I have 2 cases of Scarlet Violet. One of them coming in tomorrow, one of them coming in Saturday. So I'm going to be opening at least 10 boxes. If we get a bunch of good hits out of the first 10 boxes, then I probably will keep 2 sealed to sell packs at the booth at the comic shop. But if we get just like meh hits, nothing really crazy good, we probably might just open all of them. I don't really know. We'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. But I think I'll be opening at least 10 boxes, which hopefully everything gets here tomorrow. But it does say that 1 case is going to show up on Saturday, so we'll probably be doing that on Saturday. And then I'll have to price everything on Saturday. And then I'm hoping to get all the cards into the booth at the comic shop on Sunday. So yeah, just trying to be streamlined with it. You should be here Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, I bought, so Game Nerds is showing up, I think, Saturday. They were later to ship. And then I have one coming from Hills that's going to show up apparently tomorrow. And then my ETBs from Pokemon Center are showing up tomorrow. So Pokemon Center and Hills seem to be a little bit faster, but I paid a little bit more there. Game Nerds, I had a little bit more of a discount, but it's going to show up a day later, so it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, we can go through the March sales breakdown if you guys want to. I can show you guys exactly what happened in the month of March. I know we still have like a day or so in the month, but I figure we're close enough. It's a stream day, so we can just hop in and start taking a look at stuff. Did we make money? That's always the question at the end of the month. One stream a month, we always take a look and see if we made money. And where did we lose money? And how can we fix that? So, lots of green, but some red. So let's go through. These are all graded. So we have graded cards. And then I think we have the booth, and then after that we have the $10,000 collection and how much money I've made back on that so far. And then we can compare it March to February. Forwarding the video to the IRS. Go for it. I did hire a tax person this last year, or this year. So we're solid. We're above board. So yeah, so we have a lot of things did really well. I think a lot of the cards that I sell are probably between $20 and $75 profit range, $20 to $75 per card. And then there's some that like completely overperform, like this Feraligatr Prime, because I only got it for $8. PSA graded it a 10, and then I sold it for $470. So that was like a massive gain, obviously. Thank you, PSA. Appreciate it. And then what was the other? We had one other heavy hitter. This is the second of this Giratina that I've sold, actually. And they sell fairly high. I got this card for $10. Graded a PSA 10. Sold for $260 on eBay. That's the second one I've sold around that price point. It's a really nice looking, I think it's a Arita artwork of Giratina. It's a really nice looking card. And it always, I mean, Giratina and Darkrai for me sell pretty well for being like more mid-era legendaries. There's a lot of love for Giratina out there. They tend to do fairly decently for me personally. We have some fairly, falling within the range, kind of that 20 to 75 range on most of these PSA 10s. I did jump a little bit into the Sun and Moon era with some of the tag teams. So tag team full arts, tag team rainbows. I've been picking up some of those if I find them to be on the lower end. We did get a PSA 10 Reshiram Charizard. I think this is the full art? Or is this the rainbow? Is 108 of 90? It's the rainbow. So the rainbow I picked up for $67 after the grading fees, sold for $170 for a $75 profit after fees. So that's pretty decent. Good for content, but man, putting all these spreadsheets together must put... I track everything anyway, so it's more just consolidating the numbers onto one sheet. But yeah, everything gets tracked individually anyway. So I like to look at trends, like what Pokemon are selling more often, what's selling for higher prices, or like what am I buying cheaply that I'm hitting decently on in the profit section. So it's yeah, that's so much work. Yeah, I've started buying like more lots of things, so I will lot stuff up. I'll be like, oh, I bought 15 Arcanine EXs from the new, Scarlet Violet Japanese set. I'll just put, Arcanine SV times 15, and then I won't, I won't individually. I'll just, if one sells, I'll just put it in there, and then I'll keep adding it to it. But I do like to track stuff. I think it helps. Let's see. Some of the cards that I lost money on. Actually, let's go back through. We've got PSA 10 Espeon Deoxys. This is 176, 173. I think this is the full art. 76, 173. This is the full art. I got it for 10 bucks, 25 after grading, sold for about 70 and profited about 30 bucks on that. So that's not bad. The Gengar Mimikyu I got for about 20 something. 37 after grading, sold for 140. That's just the full art. That's not the rainbow. This one's just the full art as well. Charizard Braxton kind of did the same thing. 16, 30 after grading, sold for 85. So some of these, you know, the 20 to 75 range for a lot of these in terms of profit margin per card. And then I just hope that I sell a bunch of cards. Let's see. So what cards did we lose on? So this was a PSA 9 Swampert. I've been trying to get this card in a 10 for a while now. I bought quite a few of these that have come back 8s and 9s. It's starting to get a little frustrating. But yeah, so I sold this at less than $1 profit. Because it got the 9. Mid-era 9s right now don't sell for very much. You kind of have to hit the 10 with mid-era to really see those profit margins. There are some Pokemon that do well, like Umbreon does pretty well. Venusaur and Charizard, those guys do pretty well. But for the most part, if it's like a Swampert or something in the later mid-era, it's a little bit more difficult that way. Let's see. What else do we got? We have a Venusaur. I kind of paid up for this one because it looked like it was in 10 condition. Came back in 9, unfortunately. And sold for 60, so only profited $4.68 on that guy. This Nidoking I was holding on to for a little bit. This is from Fire Red Leaf Green, the Japanese set. And I didn't really pay up for this. It just doesn't really sell very well in a 9. Probably more just because it's a Nidoking. There's less demand for my boy, unfortunately. And then this is the only card that we quote-unquote lost money on, which is this PSA 8 Arcanine. And I paid up for it, looks like. It's a little bit high for what I would... Well, which Arcanine is this? Might have just got unlucky with the grade. Is this the Magma Aqua one? No, okay, it's the Heart Gold Soul Silver one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I paid up a little bit for this one. So, unfortunately, only sold for 46-ish. I lost about $5 on it. I do love that card, but man, hitting 8s is not great. But they sell, so that's good. Alright, so at the end of the day, after all the cards have sold in March, we had some cards that sold today, actually. Vaporeon EX, Gliscor sold earlier. Gliscor was interesting. This guy was a Gliscor collector, and he reached out to me and was like, hey, I'm a Gliscor collector. I'm like, wow, you're like probably the only one out there. And I had this is from Heart Gold Soul Silver, I think, Gliscor, Hollow. Had a really nice swirl on it. And he just asked me what the slab looks like. And then he paid up for it on an offer. I was like, okay, sweet. I'll take it. Awesome. Thank you. But it's just extra work. I tried it for a few months, so it would never go back. Adds up to hours calculating. Adds up to hours calculating shipping, what you bought it for, all that. Yeah. I can see that. I mean, I think for me, I just like to visualize it. I like to have an idea, and I like to track certain things. And this kind of helps me do that. But yeah, I do have it now where I can just duplicate this sheet, and then I can start typing things in from stuff that sells next month. And it's, you know, you kind of set it up once, and then you can just start filling in the gaps and stuff like that. And a lot of this stuff is already calculated on eBay. So if you just click on it on eBay, you can see like what your fees were, and you can just plug it in, and it's not super crazy now that it's all set up. There was definitely an initial setup thing, but I don't know. I just like to track the trends and things, and you know, because I kind of stay in a lane for the most part. When I start, you know, my tendrils start to go outside of my lane, I like to see like what's selling, what's not, what am I losing money, where the margin's not as great, what is, you know, what should I continue looking at what prices, stuff like that. So, but yeah, I could definitely see if you're going like, if you're buying like huge lots and like, you know, 20 of one card and 30 of another card and 50 of another card, I could definitely see how that could start to get like super cumbersome for sure. But I tend to buy like very specific targeted like individual singles. But I've started to get into the game of buying like 20 of one card or 30 of one card or 50 of one card. But I typically buy like one card at a time. So I spend a lot of time on buy E2. So yeah. But here are the totals. So total profit this month on singles graded was just over $2,000. So $2,097 in profit. I spent, let's see, including grading fees, I spent about $1,000, and my sales minus fees were about $3,000. So $2,000, $2,100 profit on those 32 cards. So at the end of the day, only having to ship like one card a day and making $2,000 profit, pretty solid. But there's a lot of, you know, obviously a lot of time and effort that goes into sourcing the cards and getting them graded and getting them back and selling them and packing them up and shipping them and all that shit. But honestly, for not having to move all that much product, pretty decent return. Obviously PSA 2 really helping me out. Really helping me out with all the 10s. But put together sheets regularly. Free PSA subs only takes 30 minutes labor time. Can understand what not wanting to put in, but it's worthwhile. Yeah, I think it just depends. It depends. I mean, people find what worked for them, and then you know, if it works for you, go for it. Let's talk about the booth now. The booth did, like, I thought the booth was gonna be like way worse this month, because I thought like we're a month in between. Is that about average on sales? Well, let's take a look. So February we sold 22 cards, 22 singles. January we sold 26. So it was actually the most graded singles that we've sold so far in March, which is pretty awesome. But I think we probably average. I want to do an average profit per card sort of thing too, to try and see like how that'll work as well. But yeah, not too shabby. The spreadsheets are nice. When you scale, do the semi full time is your number one bottleneck. So literally any time spent on something that isn't necessary, you gotta go. Yeah, I think too. I just like to do it for the content as well. Like I like to show people like what's selling, what's, you know, that type of stuff. Yeah, I think so too. Like, it's a way for me to prove, like, if I ever wanted to take this full time, it's also a way for me to prove to myself that it's working. Where it's not just like, it's not just money in, money out, money in, money out, like seeing a number go up. I can actually, like, okay, monthly now, I've been able to consistently do like $2,000 in profit every month, or $3,000 in profit. And if I see that increase to like $5,000 in profit every month, then it's like, okay, well, maybe I can look at going full time now, because I am consistently doing, you know, $5,000 in profit a month. It's more of like it can ingrain it kind of in the back of my head of like, okay, well, this is actually, it's growing and it's pretty consistent in the way that it's, you know, that the operation is happening and the sales and everything. And so the consistency, I feel like, helps with, you know, making that decision of if you want this to take up more of your time and if you actually want to like scale to that degree. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, so here's the booth. So modern English singles, $283. Vintage English singles, $575. which was actually huge. I think last month these were flipped, right? Or no? Okay, so vintage English still outperformed modern English, mostly because like the vintage English stuff I have there is obviously higher priced than a lot of the modern English singles. So, but total we had $650 in just the singles, not including Japanese. And then here that obviously increased to $858, which is really nice. So modern, quantity wise, I definitely sell a lot more, but the prices of the modern cards are a lot lower. So, you know, that this total number ends up being lower, but I'm selling more modern English cards than I am vintage cards. The vintage cards tend to be more expensive, but I sell less of them. But obviously this has been nice. What I've noticed is there's a lot of repeat customers. Something that I see it sometimes on eBay where it's like, you know, it says repeat buyer next to someone that buys something on your eBay. And that's really cool to see. But like when I go into the comic shop, the guy's like, oh, that one guy that comes in every week came in, or that one guy that comes in every week to buy a graded card for his daughter, you know, for good grades came in, or that one guy, or those kids that always come in to look at the bulk, like that came in. Like that to me is really cool to have like consistently people coming back and checking in and buying stuff. And because then you're making loads more money off of one person instead of on eBay where it's like you sell one thing to one person and then they're gone forever. It's like one person is coming in and consistently spending money with their new you know, paycheck or whatever. So yeah. Let's see. Are you just doing graded cards, or do you want to get into other stuff? Yeah, so I don't do really any. I do some graded at the booth, but most of the booth is just singles, modern, bulk, that side of the business. Basically, like no graded at the booth, apart from a couple of modern cards. And then my personal, like the stuff that I put more time into, is graded. So the stuff that I put a lot of time into is the graded stuff, and then all of this stuff is basically managed and sold by somebody else, and it's all side income that I don't have to manage. I go in twice a week for maybe like 20 minutes at a time to like straighten things up and to restock things every once in a while, but otherwise this is completely passive. This money selling sealed, not at the minute. I might put some packs up there to give that a shot with Scarlet and Violet, because I'll have a lot of Scarlet and Violet stuff. But I don't hold sealed. I also haven't gotten yet to. So the comic book guy's distributor situation is a little weird. So he has a distributor, or he is partnered with a guy who has a distributor. So there's a bigger comic shop downtown Raleigh that has a distributor, and this guy partnered with that guy to get distribution. So this guy doesn't have his own distribution account. He partnered with somebody else for distribution. And I asked the guy who owns the store that I'm in whether or not they have distribution for cards, and he said they do. Basically it's like the same distribution company as like Alliance, I think, card something or other, and then the comic book side of things is called something different, but Alliance cards is one that they have access to. So I asked him like, hey, I would definitely buy a bunch of stuff from distribution and we could make a lot more money if I had sealed product here. And so I think he's going to talk to the main dude to see if we could start buying some sealed Pokemon stuff and putting it into the shop and starting to get some sort of sealed stuff going. But we'll see how that goes. Alliance is good. Yeah, I hope that he goes for it. I mean, it's just extra money for him. It kind of, you know, the booth just kind of operates on its own and just makes him a bunch more money. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that works. So we'll keep going through this. Japanese singles. So this is actually great. The Japanese singles binder is literally all the cards that come in from Japan that I don't want to send for grading. I just put them in the binder, and then they just sell over time. So all of my reject piles just get shoved into the Japanese singles binder, and then I sell, you know, $100, $150, $200 worth of Japanese singles every month. And so I just get to move those cards in a different way, but they're still being sold. And then I'm kind of making up for those losses through the graded cards. So, which is pretty nice. So we have Modern Bulk. This Modern Bulk is weird. So I have a five row. I think it's 4-row. It's either 4-row or 5-row of just bulk. And it's 4 for $1. And then I have a row of hollows and reverse hollows, and that's 2 for $1. And those do way better than I thought they would ever do. So that's $120 some this month of just shitty bulk cards. Like, if I were to sell a 5-row of bulk to a game store, I'd probably get like $60 for it or something. But I'm making, this is literally 2 months now that I've been selling the same 5-row of bulk, and now I've gotten $240 out of it, $235 out of it, and there's still a bunch there. And I'm just gonna refill it now with all the Scarlet and Violet that's coming in, so that's gonna be sick. Accessories is just ETB sleeves. I sell them for $4 a pack. So we sold 6 of them this past month. We sold 5 of them last month. And then graded cards. I think I sold 4 graded cards this month. And I probably sold 1 or 2 graded cards here last month. So I don't do a whole lot of graded at this point. Just because I think I've said this before, but I don't want to put a lot of really expensive things there because I don't want to add to any sort of degree of like him being susceptible to like theft or anything like that, or a break-in or something scary like that if I put a bunch of super expensive cards in, you know, in his shop. So here, after the booth rent, which is $100, and the booth consigning fees, which is 10% of sales, I have made over $1,000 this month on the booth, which is sick. February, we had $748. In March, we have increased that by what, 33%? 50%? Somewhere around there, to over $1,000. So that's pretty sick. That just kind of keeps going up. I kind of expected it to be a lot slower this month because, you know, the new set was just starting to come out. I didn't expect people to be spending money. I don't know, but it's actually worked out. It's pretty awesome. What's my goal for the year? I don't really know, honestly, because, like, you mean for the booth or just for everything? Because I have a loose goal for the year in terms of how I want my savings account to look like. But yeah, it really depends, I guess. I mean, I have a number to where I'd like my savings account to be at the end of the year. That's kind of like the only goal that I currently have. Things I'm looking to expand to. I'm looking to expand, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I guess more of the bulk style plays. Oh, am I trying to buy a house? No. No, not yet. I don't really know. I thought about this the other day and I was like, so I want to save up all this money, but then what am I going to do with that money? I'm just like, I don't know. Because I don't spend money. Like I have a 2009 Toyota Corolla. I live in a, $1,000 a month rent apartment. I spend like $50 a week on food. It's like, I am extremely like frugal. I don't go out. I don't party. I don't drink all that often. Like I don't have a lot of expenses. And so I'm just like saving and saving and saving. But then I'm kind of like, okay, well, once I have all the money, what am I going to do with it? So I'm trying to think of like, obviously I like to travel, so I'd like to do like two international trips maybe a year, or maybe they don't have to be international, but a couple of trips a year, a couple nice long vacations a year, and just, I don't know, maximize enjoyment. Hey Z, how's it going? Z&G, what's up? Welcome. Travel to card shows. I'm definitely going to Charlotte. That's the one I'm going to this year, just because that's drivable, which is awesome. So yeah, 1,000 at the booth, 2,000 graded, and now we can check on the progress of our $10,000 collection. Again, I have to preface this by saying I have not sold any of the packs yet. And there's still quite a few of the graded cards that still need to sell, quite a few bigger ticket items, like some legendary reverses, stuff like that. But I haven't sold any of the packs yet. We have some packs coming back from grading, and I still am sitting on like 20... How many packs were there? There was 30 Fire Red Leaf Green and 13... It was 30 Fire Red Leaf Green and 13 Team Rocket Return. So there's 9... and 26, no, 25, because I opened one. So I still have 25 Fire Red Leaf Green and 9 Team Rocket Returns packs. So that's basically gonna like shoot that above the $10,000 mark. And then I have some graded stuff to sell. And this doesn't include all the singles that I put in the booth. That's more in like the booth. So I haven't done a very good job of tracking this particular thing, especially with the singles. But I mean, with the packs and everything, after those are sold, I'm not worried about this collection. It was still a massive W. But these are some of the cards that I sold this month. We sold the Pikachu Reverse from Legendary Collection. That sold for $375. That was a pretty nice sale. I also did put the PSA equivalents because, you know, I graded those with CGC. Kind of controversial option. I graded all those cards with CGC, so I still want to put the PSA equivalents over here just to see how much money I'm winning or losing. These could have been, obviously, less recent sales of this card. I don't exactly remember, or they could have been auctions. I'm not 100% sure. But for PSA 8, the two most recent comps that I could find were around 300. And then I had an Arcanine Reverse. I think this is from Aquapolis, I think. 8.5 sold for 60. We have 55, 53, and 60, so very similar. And then the CGC 8.5 Blastoise. This is base set 2, I think. Sold for 150, and then we have 150, 120, and 120. And then I got lazy, and I didn't check these yet. But we're still kind of keeping up in similar-ish grades. Obviously, 8.5s, I do PSA 8s, but, you know, because PSA hardly ever gives out an 8.5, so trying to find those equivalent would be tough, but we're doing fairly decent still in terms of whether we lost a bunch of money grading with CGC. We're still doing all right. I did sell the Dragonite deck holo, but the reverse holo is staying with me for a little while longer because I love that. I love that card. I love that card a lot. $50 a week on food. Yeah, it's about 50. It's gone up a little bit. It's probably more like 70-ish now. But when you're one dude with 2 cats, you don't really need that much. So, and I try to cook everything for myself, basically. I do eat out occasionally, a couple times a week. So that's more of a groceries. And then if I eat out, it's usually a couple times a week. But so it's a little more than 50. It's probably more like 100. Did treat myself with some this week, but it was 2 months. Oh, the devil's lettuce. Let's see. Once housing market goes down, maybe start looking. Yeah, I would say if I have any sort of price history parallelization or whatever, it's with houses, man. It is stupid, dude. Like when I moved down here with my parents, they bought their house for, I don't even know what they bought their house for. $270, I think. It's a pretty decent sized house, pretty nice house. And I think they could probably sell their house right now for like 320, 350, like something ridiculous. Like it shot up so much over the COVID, era thing. And I see all these houses now in like the 300 to 400s, and I'm just like, oh my God, that's insane. They built some townhomes near the neighborhood where my parents live, and even the townhomes are 300,000. And those are supposed to be like, I know this probably sounds like not as expensive to like Retro who lives in Seattle or people who live like in the cities on the East Coast, but like, a townhome where the houses were literally under 300, and then now townhomes are 300. It's kind of wild. So I don't know. I think about owning a home, and I'm like, I don't know. There's a part of me that's just like, I don't want any business in that. I'm near Raleigh, North Carolina. It's definitely a lot better in terms of like housing prices and stuff like that this way. But my brother lives in Seattle. His apartment is expensive. Yeah, Collecticon's 2 hours, I think. 2.5 hours away. It's super close. So yeah, we did good again this month. In terms of stuff I've kind of been dabbling into is more of like the bulky type of plays. So these type of plays, like the Pikachu CHRs, the Akari Pikachu or whatever, those cards only profited me like $12 and $14. I think those particular plays, those low cost, smaller profit margins, but higher volume, I think those are some types of plays that I'd like to get into, especially as PSA hopefully starts to come down in like graded price. If they do, I don't even know if they will, but I think getting more of these, because those are more just like easy things. You buy a lot of 10, you grab 5 of the nicest looking ones, you send them out to PSA, and you make money. Like those types of plays, when these other options are low, are things that I can use to like pad out to make sure that I'm hitting like that $2 to $3 grand a month. We'll see you later, Crypto Nut. 4 a.m. God damn. I appreciate it, dude. Thanks for always watching and commenting on the videos. I appreciate it, man. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to say about this before we move on? Oh, so this is cool. So at the booth, I'm going to be doing a once a month slab sale. So typically I don't sell slabs here, but we're going to advertise that I'm going to be up there with all my slabs. I'm going to price them all out, and then I'm going to sell them, hopefully, to people who want some graded stuff at a slab sale event that we're going to have at the Comic-Con. Or not the Comic-Con, but the comic book shop. And that's going to be nice for me because 10% as opposed to, I know people say it's like 13%, but it's not really, because they also take the 13% on like fucking taxes and shit. So it's a little more than 13.9% or whatever it is. But like, obviously it would be a nicer option for me to sell them, one, possibly for cash, 2, 10% is way better than the eBay percentage. If I could move some of this stuff locally, that would be pretty awesome. So yeah, we're going to do once a month. We're going to do a slab sale. They're going to market it on their Facebook and everything. And then I'm going to, post places and try and get some people walking in and buying some stuff. That should be cool. Do some more community driven things. We also have the shop is located on the main stretch of the downtown area where I live. So a lot of the downtown events, like the little fairs and shit that happen down there, happens like right in front of the comic shop. So whenever those things happen and it's really busy and there's lots of people in and out, I'll probably be up there to like kind of sell my stuff. People have questions or whatever, since there's gonna be more foot traffic. We're gonna try and do that a little bit more. So yeah, the booth stuff is really something that I'm trying to push a little bit, just because it's more local. I have had a few people reach out to me wanting to sell some stuff, but it's never really anything that crazy. But why do you think so much demand has shifted to Japanese over the past year? I don't know. I think it's influencers. I think it's influencers. I think it's, I don't think before probably I'd like to look at PokeRev's channel to see if he was opening Japanese last year. I think that PokeRev and a lot of the larger content creators have definitely started opening Japanese because more people. Yeah, I think it's kind of a egg in the chicken situation or whatever, where it's like, which one came first, the chicken or the egg? It's like, PokeRev obviously saw a demand in people wanting to see him open that stuff because it's like it's the new stuff, and you get to open it like 2 months early before it comes out in English. So, and then obviously when he started opening that stuff and getting into it, and people like Ryan and just some of the bigger collectors, and Max Mofo is back. That was more recent, but Max Mofo's back opening Japanese. So it's like, I think the bigger content creators, the bigger opening channels have started to more open Japanese with like VMAX Climax and stuff. I think is when that kind of started becoming more popular, and then I think it just went crazy from there, because I think a whole bunch of people were like, oh my god, how'd you get this so early? I want to open the new set before it comes out in English and blah blah blah, and I can get the cards 2 months early. And I think that has happened. And then obviously a lot of my PSA 10s are sold to international sellers, which I'm assuming are Chinese purchasers, because you can kind of tell by their name. I think China kind of getting back into Pokemon and coming back into the market has definitely helped me push a lot of my PSA 10, like mid-era, low pop stuff. They seem to really like that stuff, so they've been buying a lot of that stuff from me. So I think it's a combination of things. Modern, I think it's probably PokeRev and all those big people starting to open it because they can push the content earlier and give sneak peeks. And then I think China coming into the market is more for like the vintage and the low pop stuff. That's what I would think personally. At least that's what I've seen and kind of speculated on. Congrats on being successful in the hobby, guys. Not rocket science, but it's still a skill set. Yeah, my videos have been doing better recently. They're getting like the couple hundred view range, which has been nice. But I've been getting a lot more comments of like, where do you find all this stuff? I'm on Buyee all the time, but I don't see cards like this. They're like fishing for like the answer, and it's like it's like, I don't want to give you the answer, bro. I mean, the answer is literally I'm on Buyee every day, like multiple hours a day. Like that's kind of the answer. It's like there isn't a magical like do this and make money. There's like, bust your ass for multiple hours a day and find the right cards and make money. But I don't think a lot of people want to put the time into it, so I think people get filtered out fairly quickly in the Buyee stuff. I do wonder how much, like, let's say Japan does get into the grading sphere now with like the grading company opening up and then PSA having their office there and stuff. I do wonder, like, are we going to get to the point where Buyee is just everyone's grading rejects? I do worry a little bit about that. We're like, when is that transition going to happen? Where Buyee is just full of like grading rejects and everything you buy is going to have some problem that's going to keep it from getting a PSA 10, and it's just going to be there's going to be a shift. But I don't know, maybe that will never happen. But I do think about it a little bit, like, if grading becomes more popular over there and becomes easier for them to do, like, how will that shift what you're able to find, like what condition it'll be in, stuff like that. But I think we're still quite a ways off from that. Might be the recent set quality, but I feel like we'll... yeah. I agree, Comic K. I got, let's see, 2 of each starter, art rare, and 2 of the Magikarp. and all of them had terrible top cuts. Every one of them, terrible top cuts. So I don't know. I wish they would figure that out, but it's been. I feel like Dark Phantasm was pretty good, and I feel like Pokemon Go was pretty decent. And then all of a sudden, we got back into V-Star Universe and like Triplet Beat and stuff, and now those cards are kind of being poopy again. So Japanese people are flocking to ARs and paying a serious premium for their slabs. Or ARS. Is ARS the grading company? That must be the local one. ARS grading. Dude, ZNG having that, it was an Italian grading company, getting that card in, and Z like grabbing the two pieces and just pulling them apart on camera. That was freaking awesome. That was the best. It's a Japanese company. Oh, it's the one with the is the label on the bottom? I actually like this. I know people were shitting on the label on the bottom. I actually like it. It feels like a trophy. Like when you get a trophy from sports or like Little League or whatever, your name is on the bottom, right? Like all the information, what place you took, your name, everything's on the bottom. And then you have the trophy part on the top, like the cool trophy part. It feels more like a trophy. I actually kind of like it being on the bottom. Yeah, like a plaque, yeah. I don't mind it. I know it's different, obviously, but I don't mind it. I'll show this on screen. Hold on. Yeah, this is you can see here, it's on the bottom. The little plaques on the bottom. It looks like it's clear like CGC, which is nice. Card plaque. I always love reading the it's like services misspelled here. What is this? ARS is a service WH. Top quality case made for card display and preservation. It seems cool. Seems cool to me. It's interesting. And they grade all of this already. Wow. That's pretty impressive. Does anybody else, when you buy from Buyee, do you just get massive amounts of Duel Masters cards? Jesus. Every time I buy from Buyee, I just get like stacks of Duel Master cards. It's like, bro, I don't want any Duel Masters cards, bro. Send them back. You can keep them. Let's see, idea. Translated as art in Latin. What? Oh, what? Okay. In recent years, we believe that the concept of TCG as a product that transcends the boundary of toys and hobbies has begun to emerge, and that this idea is beginning to affect collectors and market customers. True. See, I think that's cool. I actually think this is cool with it being like a little plaque. I think it's a little hard to read the information on it with the stuff with the thing in the background, but I actually like how it displays. It's interesting. It feels more like a, well, I don't know, does it? I'm trying to think if it feels more like something you could literally just have on your shelf next to the calendar. But not really. It's still a nerdy ass card. But yeah. Yeah, it's cool. I think it's cool. ARS. Looks cool to me. I'm down. I do wonder how that will affect things though, personally. Is that old back Yu-Gi-Oh? I'm not sure what that blue and purple or pink looking Yu-Gi-Oh back is. I have no idea about Yu-Gi-Oh. It's completely not in that market, but yeah. Let's see. Anything else to chat about? Yu-Gi-Oh! Bandai. Got it. Got it. Yeah. I feel like I've been seeing more people recently picking up like Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. I gotta finish this sub, keep talking. Let's see. What else? I put together a sub the other day of some interesting stuff. Probably make a video. I don't know. I feel like I'm really excited for I haven't watched any openings of Scarlet and Violet yet, but it sounds like the pull rates are pretty dang good. So I hope we get a lot of really good hits in 10 boxes. If we don't get a lot of really good hits in 10 boxes, I'll be a little sad, because that's a lot of boxes and that's a lot of packs. So hopefully we'll get stuff. Grumpstein, just catching the end here, seems like, but wanted to say the streams are sweet. Appreciate the look at the financial side and the much depth. Yeah, no problem. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll go a little longer. I have to figure out if I want to open. You guys want me to open this? I don't really think I want to make a video about it, so I could just open it on stream. You guys can see what Union Arena looks like. I know it's not Pokemon, but Jujutsu Kaisen Union Arena. I opened the Hunter x Hunter box earlier today, and that was cool. We didn't pull a, I think AP card, Action Point card is the busted open. All right, I gotta put my phone. Hold on, give me a minute. I gotta set up my little phone thing. Yeah, man, Hunter x Hunter is my favorite anime. I'll show you the cards that I pulled from the box. I love Hunter x Hunter. That's the reason I even know about Union Arena, because I looked up Hunter x Hunter TCG, and that's the first thing that popped up, and I was like, oh, that's coming out soon. Better grab a box. I'll be right back. Boo, boo, boo. Let's give it a shot. Cards look pretty cool, apart from I think the commons and uncommons and stuff, not so cool. But the error starting video. Oh shoot. But the secret rares and stuff look pretty sick. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Yikes. Alright. Is it working? Hello? There we go. Alright, let me grab the Hunter x Hunter stuff. Show you what it looks like. Yeah. So, these are the hollow rares, I guess. Like Hisoka. I think this is a card from the Greed Island binder from that arc. But yeah, a lot of these are just the commons and uncommons are just stills from the anime. We have a Gon, one of the Phantom Troop guys, Leorio, that dude from Great Island, the leader of the Phantom Troop, Gon, Bisky, right? That was her name, I think. That stuff. So these are pretty sweet. Just the normal. These are rares, rare hollow rares. There's one in every pack. And then these are the other cards. So these are the bigger hitters. So this is I think like an alternate rare. It's one of the Phantom Troop guys. The rare has a different, it's still an R with a star, but or this one is an R with a star. Those are just R's. So I don't actually know. I think this is just like an alternate rare or something like that. It's really cool looking though. The artwork is sick. And then we have the leader of the Phantom Troop. These are the secret rares I pulled out of my box. I got 4 secret rares. So Phantom Troop leader guy, Killua, Leorio, and Gon. So, but unfortunately, you can see every secret rare. Can you see? Has those edges. All the secret rares are cut like that. They just got that extra BS. Unfortunately, so kind of annoying. But yeah, they look pretty good. So let's open up the Jujutsu Kaisen box, see if we can pull something cool. So the secret rares are the second highest rarity. I think AP. I think it's called Action Point. I think that's the other one that is a little on the more rare side. The Action Point cards. We'll see if we can pull one of those. Wait, we make money this month? Yeah, we did. We did. We make money. Have you guys watched Jujutsu Kaisen? I'm not gonna know all the names of the... I've only watched this anime once, so... I know Itadori is the main guy. What is this guy's name again? This guy was super cool. I forget what his name is, though. But yeah, Genji, right? Genji Itadori. And then the dude that's inside of him. I forget what his name is. I don't know their names. Leave me alone. Alright, we're gonna cut the packs, though. Anime is for losers. I've been looking for a new anime. I feel like we just got out of, like, really good animes. Oh, Hunter x Hunter, or not Hunter x Hunter. My Hero is still going. This, or no, My Hero just ended. Fuck. Yeah, I need a new anime to watch, because My Hero's done now. For a while. I love My Hero too. My Hero gets a lot of shit for some reason. Probably just because it's popular, but I actually think it's a really good anime. Especially this season. This season's been really great. I know Demon Slayer is coming, I think. Like the Swordsmith arc or whatever. I don't keep up with any manga, no. I don't read any manga. Chainsaw Man was pretty decent. I felt like everybody hyped up Chainsaw Man like it was gonna be like the next best thing in anime, and I was just kind of like, yeah, this is okay. Like, this is good so far. It's not anything crazy, but it's decent so far. Yeah, I don't know. I try to keep up with all the like the anime that people are talking about, you know. But I like Jujutsu Kaisen. I still haven't watched the movie yet, but I'd like to. Oh, I'm down with continuing to watch for sure. I mean, I thought this season, I thought Chainsaw Man got better as it went. But I'm not a huge fan of the characters. I mean, the characters kind of suck. Like, Makima's cool because she has that like sexy, mysterious vibe to her, you know? But like, Power is just dumb. And Genji is an idiot that just wants to feel boobies. I don't know, like, I feel like the main characters are super lame. But, yeah, we'll see. I mean, hopefully they mature at some point. But, alright, let's do this. Jujutsu Kaisen Union Arena. Now, in the Hunter x Hunter box, we got 4 secret rares and 1 of those alternate rares. How's it going, Max? And No action point cards, whatever those are. So we'll see if we can get one of those. See if we can get an action point card. Do I have sleeves? Yeah. I got these really shitty sleeves right now. I should have really bought some of the ones that I like, but I don't have any. Just got a bunch of crappy ones. All right, let's do this. She's a badass. She like doesn't have any special powers, right? But she's like super freaking like physically powerful. Badass character. I really did like this anime. I thought it was quite good. Ooh, this guy's super cool. What do we got? We got a rare. Okay, nice. We got a rare Hammer Girl. Her power's pretty awesome too. Just like hammering nails at people. Powered up hammered nails. Badass. But yeah, we should get, I think, a holo rare in every pack. We're hoping for... Hoping? Is that what I just said? We're hoping for an AP. Uh-oh. I don't remember that character. I like this guy. He's cool. He can like summon all the monsters. He's like a monster summoner guy. The old bastard. That guy's a dickhead. We got another holo rare. I like this guy. He teaches Yuji a bunch of stuff. Yuji? That's what his name is, right? Yuji Itadori? Started reading books again. Reading books. I don't remember the last book I read. I think the last book I read was... I feel like the last book No, that was an audiobook. I honestly don't remember. It was probably something for, like, college. Like, 10 years ago. Oh! This is an SR. Oh, nice. I like her character. She's cool. I wish I remember her name. But yeah, sure, her storyline, she's like a rejected... She didn't like her family. She's kind of rejected from them because she didn't have, like... I think it's because she didn't have, like, the family power or whatever. But she became a sorcerer anyway. That's pretty cool. First secret. Uh-oh. Come on, let's get an AP. I want to see what an AP looks like. Whoop. Whoop. Come on, this is a rare. Oh, nice. That's when, that's a really pivotal part. Spoiler. He does a really cool move. I think it's called, like, Deep Purple or something like that. He's so powerful, dude. He's fucking insane. I wish I could read Japanese, guys. I've been telling myself that I wanted to learn Japanese for a while. I actually reached out to a tutor facility. Was like, hey, I'd like to learn Japanese. They were like, oh yeah, it's gonna be like $300 a month. I'm like, nope, never mind. I'm good. I'm good. I'm all right. What is this? What is this? It's an uncommon with a star? I don't know what this is. What? Hello? It's like a textured uncommon. I wonder if you get one of these per box. Like, I got that one rare. That was kind of the same thing where it was like a textured rare, but this one's a textured uncommon? Super weird. Okay. It's different from a normal uncommon, but... what do we got? Just a reminder, guys, that I'm going to be opening at least 10 boxes. Scarlet and Violet, probably on Saturday. Stay tuned for that. It should be a lot of fun. Got a rare. Oh, we got Bro. That guy's weird. This guy's really into idols. Japanese idols. He loves idols. He loves women. And he really likes to be bros with people. As long as they like the same type of women that he likes. Otherwise, he's not a fan. He will reject you. It's basically like, you better like the same women he likes, or he's gonna beat the shit out of you. That's his whole character arc. Oh, here we go. We got another rare. Ooh, nice. Wish I remembered this guy's name. He's such a cool character. And all the ladies love him, of course, because of his blue eyes. My hands are gonna hate me. True. It's gonna suck. It's actually gonna probably kind of suck. But it should be fun. My back is gonna hate me. That's what's really gonna hate me. I need to figure out a way to do it so my back isn't just destroyed. We got a rare. This guy. One of the bad guys. One of the bad dudes. Come on, AP. We want an AP. Oh, the panda. We got Mr. Panda. Another rare. I don't remember this character. I think I saw that White Schwartz was bringing out a Chainsaw Man set toward the end of the year. I think that's what I saw. That's gonna be really cool. Looking forward to that. Probably will buy a box of that because I did like that anime. I also saw, I think, that they're doing a Spy Family one as well, which will be cool because I thought Spy Family was actually really good too. It was so funny. But now I don't have an anime to watch. Ooh. Okay. Gojo. Is that what his name is? Gojo? Not this guy, but the guy with the blue eyes. Gojo, I think. Come on. We need an AP. One more. Just a rare. Cool looking, though. That guy's scary. I forget what his power is, but he's super powerful. He's a frightening guy. Have you guys watched Jujutsu Kaisen, or am I just like... Nobody has any context for this. They're just watching me open it. I'm fine with that. I'm terrible with character names. Like, I watched Hunter x Hunter over and over again, and I couldn't even remember Kurapika's name when I did the freaking video. Halfway through, I get a card with Kurapika, and I'm like, who the hell's this guy? I don't remember his name. He's like one of the main freaking characters. Oh, we got another secret rare. Ooh. This is the main bad dude. This guy is bad. This guy's bad news bears. Wait, so like, where are the main characters? How many secrets are in this, and why are they not main characters? Gotta watch this show. This show's good, I'm telling you. It's really action-packed. It's interesting. It's kind of like, it's a bit like Naruto because, like, I think his name's Sukuna, this guy. So, this is all in the first episode, so it's not spoilers or anything. But like, Yuji gets caught up in a battle between like this demon guy or some demons, and then he gets this Sukuna guy trapped in his body. So it's kind of like Naruto, where Naruto has like the Nine-Tails Fox that he can like talk to and stuff inside his body. But this guy has his demon dude, and the demon dude is like the main bad guy of the show, but he's trapped inside Yuji's body. And so it's like and then there's, you know, there's a school, of course, because of course there's got to be a school in an anime. So there's a school for sorcerers and all that stuff, and there's a tournament arc. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty typical like shonen. Is that what it is? Shonen anime? But it's good. It's good stuff. How's it? Cool. What is this? Ooh, another SR. Back to back. Yeah! We got a Sukuna. Let's go. I think that's what his name is. Sukuna. Look at that. That's cool. How are the cuts on this one? Oh, the cuts are nice on these. I might have to send this guy in for grading. That's a pretty sick looking card. So, like, all of his fingers are, like, severed from his hand, I think, to, like, keep him from getting his strength back. So they were, like, trying to find all of his fingers or something. I don't fucking know, dude. It's a wild anime. It's good, though. Shiz, how's it going, man? Welcome. I'm just wrapping up with a box opening of anime. There was another box for Code Geass, but I haven't watched that entire anime yet, so I didn't want to buy it because I wasn't sure what it was. What is this? A rare? Hollow rare. I like that. This guy. It's a good character. Come on, give me an AP. AP cards are the most rare. There was only 6 AP cards in the Hunter x Hunter set, so I would assume probably something similar for this set. That's just it. Oh! We have another SR. Oh, no way! We've got a Gojo. That's gonna be a big one. This guy is super popular. So actually, the Sukuna and the Gojo are probably 2 really good pulls. It looks like you do get 4 secrets maybe per box. Yeah, this one's really nice. I'll probably send this one in too. Really cool. Got some nice freaking hits. I think there's 12 different, or there was in Hunter x Hunter. Let's take a look at the, so there's 12 secrets and 6 APs, 18 rares. So we're doing pretty decent. We've got some good characters for our secrets. I still want to get an AP card. Another rare. Oh, this guy's power is super cool. He can only say certain foods, because if he makes a command of anybody, they have to do it. So he's relegated to only say like tuna, egg roll, like stuff like that, or else he'll literally kill somebody. But there are parts in the show where he actually has to use his power, and he literally just says shit like die, and the dude like kills himself. It's fucking crazy. Like he's super powerful. All right. Got a Gojo. Come on. Ooh. Just a rare. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Card stock on these cards is actually really thick. Pretty nice. Just another rare. Ooh, it's the... I think this is the gorilla style for the panda bear character. I'm telling you guys, it's wild. It's really good though. But it's weird. Alright, we got 2 packs left. We'll wrap this shit up. Okay, we've got the guy with the volcano on his head. Because why not? Come on. Oh, just another rare. But it's Sakuna. It's pretty cool. Alright. That is really weird. So you get one, like, textured card per box. Interesting. Thoughts on Dan doing a pack opening stream? So early tomorrow? I'm kind of happy because I was a little worried that he was gonna do it late, and then my boxes were gonna show up, and I was gonna want to open everything tomorrow if I get all my boxes. But if Dan was gonna do a stream tomorrow night, but yeah, I mean, that's really early tomorrow, especially for like a bunch of people probably won't even be up by that point. So another rare, and we got a UG. So yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, it'll probably go well, I would assume. It is pretty early though, so we'll see how it goes for him. Sweet. So this is kind of exactly the amount that we got from our last box, from the Hunter x Hunter box at least. So these are cool though. We did get a Gojo. That's going to be a really good hit. And we got a Sakuna, which will probably be a good hit. And we've got these other characters. And we have this weird textured card. I don't know if you can get just any card in this weird texture, but it seems like there's one of these per box as well. So I'm glad the condition of I might send a couple of these out, give it a shot. But as someone who hates, aren't you a mod in his channel, Walrus? I mean, I think that checks out though. I think most mods are just hate watchers, right? I did have a thought-provoking question. But I don't know. Probably just won't. Probably just won't provoke. Let's hear it. So I guess it's just a question you guys can answer what you think, and then but I think it's interesting. How much responsibility do you think you can place on a content creator for what their followers do? That's what I want to know. Is it none because followers are making the choice and they can choose not to follow? Or is it a little bit because the content creator is influencing them, telling them what to do, and then it creeps into their mind and then they make decisions based on that influence? Or is it a bunch because content creators should do more to make sure that their rhetoric is, I don't know, measured in a way so that they're not influencing so hard and telling people to buy stuff that they shouldn't be buying, stuff like that? How much responsibility would you put on the content creator? Like if there was a content creator, I'll pose a hypothetical. If I made a video tomorrow that said you should definitely buy Evolving Skies at $400 a box, right? And then next week there's a reprint of Evolving Skies and the box drops to $250, right? And all those people that I told to buy because they listened to me and they think that I know what I'm talking about. If all those people bought at $400 and just lost a bunch of money, is that my fault? Their fault? Percentage of fault? Or what do you think? Because, I mean, I think we've seen that. I mean, there's a reason why advertisers pay loads of money to like streamers and stuff to advertise their product like in front of all those people, because people will make buying decisions based on what that person says, whether they should or shouldn't. It's how you go about it, what your intentions are. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I definitely think it's wrong if, like, I'm holding a bunch of Evolving Skies and, like, market is, like, $350 and I'm like, oh, but I think it's a fantastic investment and you should definitely buy it for me for $400 or whatever. And then they buy it for me and then they lose money. I would say that that's it's definitely on me, because I'm literally telling people to buy a product that I currently have for more and telling them that it's an investment and stuff like that. I think there's a little more there. I definitely don't think it's none, in my opinion. But actually, one thing that you said, Walrus, in Discord is what made me kind of think about this. There's influence coming at you all the time from sources you can't control. Gotta think. Yeah, but like, we've all done it, right? We've all like seen people eat pizza on a TV series and then 2 hours later order pizza, right? Like there's definitely always some of that. But I think in that situation, you're not thinking like, oh, I shouldn't eat pizza or whatever. But they definitely want you to, because, hey, in that TV series, they were eating Domino's, and now you're ordering Domino's, like, an hour later. Like, it definitely... Like I said, there's a reason why, like, advertisers spend literally millions every day to try and, you know, get these influencers to kind of move their product through their audiences. No, I think the comment was about something about, at the end of the day, it's all entertainment or something like that. And I guess it's just the way that you look. It was when the whole back and forth was happening with Ray and Jake, I think. You said something about, like, at the end of the day, this is just all entertainment. And I was kind of thinking about it, and I was like, well, I mean, possibly coming from the perspective of someone who, like, wants the best for everyone, right? So if you're coming at it from the perspective of somebody who wants the best for everyone in a space, then if you see something that is creating something negative in the space or something bad in the space, then you would... Is it right to not put any blame on that thing just because those other people have, like, the audiences have agency and they can make the decisions based on whatever? I just don't know. You know, I mean, look at all the, I don't want to get political, but like, look at all the misinformation shit that happens all the time. It's like, people do think for themselves, but sometimes they come to the wrong conclusions based on influence from other people, from other outside sources. Yeah, I'll leave this up though, CJ. So if you want to go back and take a look at it, we did do it probably about an hour ago. But yeah, I did do the profit loss figures. Yeah. Let's see. Some people are susceptible to suggestion and manipulation. It's a tough question. In the end, people are responsible for their own actions, but some are impressionable. You lose or make your own money with your actions, not someone else's. I have PTSD from that live. That live was interesting. Spreading hate speech is no, but telling people they should buy extra Y, you're free to do so, but people are also free to call you out for it. I think what happens though is like, people new to these spaces, like, just using myself as an example, right? Like if you look at my channel and it's like, oh, you know, I put money in my thumbnails. I say that, you know, PSA returns, oh, $10,000 PSA return, stuff like that. It's like, that stuff is all to like generate clicks and stuff. But I think what it also does is it can, because people see that, let's say that I've made Pokemon content for now 2 years, they can look at me as like a person who knows things, right? And if someone's just getting into the Pokemon space, buying and selling, stuff like that, then they're going to look to people that have been in the space for multiple years and try and learn from them, right? And if one of those people is saying you should definitely buy this because this is going up, then you're in a very impressionable position where you found someone that you think knows what they're talking about. They're telling you to do something. You definitely want to make money in this space. You know, that's why you got into it. And you can use that knowledge that you feel like you're gaining from someone who you trust, and make a bad decision, right? And so, do we really put all the onus on the one person making the bad decision, even with all of that loaded like stuff that the other person is doing to push them in a direction? I don't know. I kind of guess I look at it as like, if someone is pushing you to the ledge, telling you to jump, and is pushing you and pushing you and pushing you closer and closer and closer, telling you, you got to jump, you got to jump, you got to jump, you got to jump, but doesn't push you off, but then you jump, is it really only that person who jumps fault? I don't know. It's an interesting question, but I think it seeps into the content creation space, as in, you know, how to, I don't know. I mean, I think it's partially in a way that I approach all of my, I will never tell you like that you should buy anything. I'll show you like, here are all the things that I'm buying. If you can find it for similar prices or whatever, go for it if you want to try it too. But I'm never saying like you should definitely buy, you know, X, Y, and Z, because this is definitely going up. Because I think that you can kind of get into a weird space. I'm just getting into selling from Australia. Do you think buy is the best option to purchase? If you're just getting into it, I would how do you recommend buy to someone who's just getting into it? Buy something small. Familiarize yourself with buy first before you jump into like spending a bunch of money there. Like buy a few singles, figure out how it works. Don't buy anything huge that would hurt you if you lost all that money, because they're, you know, you're bound to get scammed at some point using buy. It just happens to everybody. It's a product of doing business there. But yeah, I mean, like baby steps, like buy a few singles, ship them in, see what it's like. Figure out if it's right for you before you just hop like head first in and start spending a bunch of money, you know? That's what I would say. But yeah, you could try Buy. I mean, I use Buy all the time, but I have also been scammed a lot. So, best bet is to hope people get educated and can see through the BS. Yeah, I mean, most people are definitely not going to spend that much time. Most talk about their experiences. Retro gets bought out at CSCs. That's how I try to do it. It's kind of just relay, like, these are the things that I'm buying. These are the things that I'm selling. This is how much money I'm making. Not prescribing anyone anything. Not saying you should do this. Just saying, this is what I do. and it works for me. And if you can figure out how to do it too, like, that's great. I think that's the way to go about it personally. I don't necessarily like when people are like, you should definitely buy this because it's definitely going up and there's definitely no risk and there's definitely, like, it's definitely a sure thing. Starts to get a little weird. It's a different matter when it comes to encouraging people to do harm for themselves or others. I don't think so. I think it's fairly... This is one thing that I feel like people have to do too. People need to be open to hypotheticals, because a lot of times, like, hypotheticals can challenge ideas in interesting ways. And a lot of times when people say hypotheticals, people will be like, that's so extreme, man. Why did you take it to such an extreme place? That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Pokemon cards. And it's like, no, it's like, think about it for a second. It's an interesting hypothetical if you think about it. And a lot of times, like, yeah, hypotheticals get drawn to extreme places, but it can map on pretty well to different scenarios. Because you could say that encouraging people to spend, you know, $400 on a Evolving Skies booster box right now could end up hurting them. It's financial harm. It's not personal bodily harm, but it's harm. Made a hypothetical about hot dogs versus hamburgers. I love hypotheticals. I think they're really interesting ways to frame arguments and, like, challenge your ideas. But yeah, I think when you take hypotheticals to, like, an extreme to try and make a point, people get really pissy about it. They're like, wait, you proved me wrong. Hold on, go back. We're not talking about that. It's like, wait, hold on. No. But yeah, I do get that sometimes where it's like, oh no, let's hypothetically... I'll talk to my dad about stuff a lot because he's kind of into that, like, skeptic, anti-establishment skeptic kind of community stuff sometimes, and so we'll talk about stuff and I'll throw hypotheticals at him, and I can tell it frustrates him because a lot of times it just dismantles arguments. We move on from topics very quickly occasionally, but 5 easy steps to becoming rich. That'll be my next video. How to buy a house using Pokemon cards in 5 easy steps. Honestly, though, that'd be a banger video. I should just go the Mr. Beast route and buy a whole bunch of bulk and build a house out of Pokemon cards. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's build an actual house out of Pokemon cards. Can also encourage some to get off their ass and try to learn a skill they can monetize. What are we talking about? It's weird because you want to be excited when you see success, but then you don't want to flex. Don't want people to think they should just drop everything to copy you. Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah. It's yeah, I mean, I think it's just I do think sometimes, like, not adding the Full Metal Alchemist stuff into the PSA return video. Like, it was in there and I cut it out because I was like, I kind of want to collect more of this stuff, and if I put it out there, maybe, you know, 1 or 2 other people who really like this anime will maybe want to buy some, and then it becomes harder for myself to find this shit, and it's already kind of tough to find, so maybe I won't put this in my PSA return video just in case. You know, I don't have a large reach, but maybe just in case. Because I still want to collect this stuff because I think it's cool, but you've already been scammed on there? Yeah. Most people have. It's literally like, it's almost like a rite of passage using Pi is to get scammed. Just hopefully you don't get scammed out of too much money. Hard to be humble to strangers doesn't come out like that. I do think it's a good idea to see what others are doing well until you can prove. I mean, I don't look at that as not humble. Like, we're all trying to do that, right? Like, retro being bought out at a Collecticon is fucking awesome. Like, I would love for that to happen to me. I mean, not everyone will think like that, but some people might think it's just about, you know, flexing or whatever, but I mean, I'm just happy it happened. That's awesome. Hopefully in Charlotte that happens to me. I'd be down. If I tell my friend to learn Spanish, he ends up getting mugged. What's up, Catch 'em all? There's still one. That's true. There is still one more day, but it's either I do it this week or I do it next. I guess I could have done it next week, but I'm not worried about it. How's it going, Dan? I don't feel good when I feel like I'm flexing. I think 95% of the time when I'm coming off as flexing is because I'm trying to show. I think flexing is just a part of showing you know what the hell you're talking about. I don't know. There's a part of me that, like, I like seeing things behind people I'm watching videos of. Like, you know, Dan setting up his background the way that it is. Jake setting up the background to show that, like, he has a bunch of shit. I think PK, I haven't watched him in a long time, but I think he's set up some sort of background showing some of the stuff that he collects too. I think that's really important, personally, because if I watch a channel and, like, it's just a person sitting there and I don't see, like, slabs in the background or some sort of setup to show me, like, okay, this guy's actively participating, then I just kind of think, like, does this guy know what he's talking about? I don't know. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's just talking out his ass, because I don't see anything. So part of me is kind of like, yeah, is it flexing that I have the Poncho Pikachus up there in every video? I guess. But at the same time, it's kind of like, you know, there's some slabs over there. There's the ponchos. There's some bulk right there. There's, like, I'm in it, you know? I want to see that people are in it, like, in their spaces and stuff. Like, it should be a part of your habitat. I find that interesting. And some people will view it as flexing, and some people will just view it as, this guy's in it. He's doing it. He does what I do. Now, when you get to the point where you're, like, you know, posting your Bugatti on Instagram saying I sold my 5 trophy cards for this Bugatti, and look at this, isn't this awesome? That might be a little bit. That might be a little bit more flexing. But, you know. We better get April Plus a day. I mean, I can if I sell some things tomorrow. I don't know if I'll sell much tomorrow, but we'll see. I sent out an offer today, so I'm assuming if shit would have sold, it would have sold today. Yeah, I hope you're doing good, Dan. I hope your stuff does well tomorrow. Can't control what people will think. Putting the time to make content isn't as easy as leaving a lame flaming comment. Whatever you'll do, pleasing it. Yeah, for sure. I mean, every one of my videos gets a downvote or a couple downvotes or whatever. There's always something. Like, even if I try to not come off as, like, flexing or whatever. I mean, my recent PSA return probably got a couple downvotes because it was flexing, just because, you know, you put 10,000 in the thumbnail and you show off a bunch of cards that you got. A couple people are gonna think, like, oh, look at this guy making money in my hobby. Downvote. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm over it. But it happens. You need people to listen, though. How do you view your channel? I would say I view my channel as... How would I view my channel? I would say partially entertainment, partially... I would say mostly entertainment. Mostly entertainment with like a little bit of educational. But I try not to be super educational. I just try to be like, I hope that people... No, because even that sounds kind of conceited. But at the same time, it's like, I hope that people are able to glean, is that what it is? Glean things off of my videos that make them more successful. Because I've so far been successful. So hopefully they can watch my videos and then that can kind of like rub off on them in a way. But I'm not like educational. Like I do some things that are educational. Like I go through spreadsheets at the end of the month. But like I'm not like telling people how to do stuff or telling people where to do stuff or like occasionally. I don't know. Probably partially entertainment, partially educational. I try to stay away from financial. Unless it's a end of the month stream. But got to do taxes still. I hired somebody this year, but I feel like I paid way too much. But at the end of the day, like I'm just happy that it's done. Yeah, they got it all done already, thankfully. But yeah, I feel like I've seen people in the Discord say like $300 to $400. Mine was a lot more than that. So, I mean, thankfully I did have a return, and a lot of that paid for the tax guy. But yeah, I didn't go with like H&R Block. I went with like an independent CPA guy. Damn pleasing unemployed European demographics with his schedule. True. 8 a.m. The butt crack of dawn. You pay a few grand now, but even when I was a sole prop, it was... Okay. Got it. Yeah, I think mine was like 700, somewhere around there. 670, 700. Something like that. What's up, Pole Father? 600 to 800, I think. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was like 700-ish. This year, YOLO. I mean, they didn't really do much for mine this year. They just, because I didn't, last year was more of like a break even type of year. So it wasn't even break even. I think I lost a little bit, honestly. But yeah, I mean, they didn't do a whole lot, but it was interesting. I mean, it was a lot less like, it was easier than I thought it would be. Like I just provided them everything that I had, and then they're just like, all right, this is how much it's gonna cost. And I was like, okay. And then they're like, okay, it's filed. Here's your return. I'm like, okay, cool. Like they didn't even really have any questions for me. They were just like, can you send us this? Can you send us that? Yep. Okay, cool. We're done. It's like, all right, sweet. Works for me. After all is said and done, just review what they did, look at the numbers he gave them, and see. It's funny because I talked to the CPA on the phone when I first contacted him and said, hey, this is what I do. This is, what I'm kind of projecting for this year. And he's like, oh, well, you could probably do that yourself since you're not posting, a whole ton of profits or whatever. I was like, okay, well, I mean, I'll just go with you and we'll do it. And I'd have to pay some money in taxes to do taxes anyway, to file. So I was like, let's just do it. I'll get familiarized with your process. Lo and behold, the process was like nothing. And he's like, oh, what do you do for your business? I was like, collectibles. He's like, oh, so do you like buy and sell things? I was like, yeah, I buy stuff and I sell stuff on eBay. I tried to be like, I tried to do the whole like, I don't want to say it's Pokemon because I want him to take me seriously. And then at some point he was like, "Oh, what kind of collectibles are they? Trading cards? Oh, like Pokemon stuff?" I was like, "Yeah, I buy and sell Pokemon stuff." And then he's like, "So do I." I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" And then lo and behold, he just like grabs stuff from Target and throws it in his closet. I was like, "All right." We're a little bit different, but you know, same. We're both in the hobby, which is cool. He's the type of guy that just grabs ETBs off the shelf at Target, throws it in the closet, and says that he's gonna retire off of it later in life. I didn't want to let him down. Just like, yeah, man, that's cool. Awesome. Keep buying those ETBs. Oy. But yeah, it's cool to have someone that's understands it. I thought it was gonna be like way harder to like talk to him about like the stuff, like trying to explain everything. Because I used to do Twitch streaming. That was always a pain in the fucking ass. Because it was like whenever I needed a like an internet guy to come out, oh my god, it took forever to explain. Like, so I need my upload to work. Well, what do you mean? You're just like streaming like Netflix and stuff? I'm like, no, I'm streaming video games. I'm uploading streaming video games onto Twitch and then, you know, broadcasting that to people. I'm streaming. It's like, how are you in the internet industry and people don't fucking know about streaming? Streaming is huge now. How are you in the internet industry and you don't know about video game streaming? It's literally like, I don't know how much money gets made in video. I mean, a shitload. Like, how do you not? Like, Jesus. I didn't know you did show. Why? Because it didn't go anywhere. The first like year and a half was like solid. It got to like I didn't make a lot of money doing it. It was more like a side hobby thing because, you know, I don't know. I just had a lot of free time and I like playing video games. The first like year and a half was like, okay, this is, you know, steady increase, but nothing crazy. Like I didn't like, you know, fly off the charts or anything. It was a steady increase upward. And then it got to a point where I burnt out a little bit. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to go back to like 3 days a week, you know, because I was streaming like 6 days a week. I was like, all right, I'll go back to 3 days a week. And then once I cut back, it's like everybody pieced out. And then for the next like 2.5 years or whatever, my stream was basically dead. And I just hung out and played video games with my friends. So it never really went anywhere. It didn't make any money on it or anything. Yeah, Crawdad is from the old Twitch days. But oh, I did the quiz earlier in the live, Dan. I did the quiz. I don't know how I lost to you. Dude, 8 minutes is tough. Every other person out here doing 15 minutes not following the rules. I fucking did the 8 minutes and I got my ass kicked. I think I had one less than you did on your thing. So I definitely didn't beat you, but 8 minutes is tough, dude. I only had a little bit of downtime too. It wasn't even, I didn't have a whole ton of downtime just sitting. Like I was going. But yeah, I don't trust. I don't trust all these people. Like I memorized the Pokemon rap and got all 151 out of 151. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. You didn't have to cheat, man. All right? You didn't have to cheat, bro. But that's okay. Nobody cares if you got 151, man. I mean, maybe they did, but I'm just salty because I sucked. Yeah, I have a screenshot of it, so I can I can post it to IG. I can do that. I can do that for you. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to take anything away from anyone. I just find it funny. It's like, how in the world? I did a little video game streaming a couple weeks ago. I need to get in. I don't know why I stopped. I didn't really stop. I just didn't stream last weekend. I don't know what was going on last weekend that I didn't stream. I kind of want to get back into streaming stuff, but I just want to do it for fun, like when I'm feeling like it. I don't want to like have a schedule or anything. I definitely want to do the one like this stream, but I'm heavily into like the Twitch sphere. I wouldn't stream on Twitch, but I'll stream here on YouTube. But it was fun playing games the other weekend. At some point I'm gonna try and play old school RuneScape on my channel, see how it goes. Go for it, dude. You should. If you're doing it anyway, that's kind of how I look at it. Is like, well, if I'm gonna sit here and play video games anyway, why not just fire up the stream and, you know, hang out with people. I just haven't been playing video games in the last like year and a half. There's a lot of video games now that I want to play though, so at some point I got to get a PlayStation 5, just bite the bullet and start getting games and playing stuff. What did Green just say? I need a video game review video to drop tomorrow? God, what would I even review? I love when you guys watch like my 7-year-old video game trailer reaction content and you're like, we need more of this. I'm like, no, we don't. What do you mean? We don't need more of that. What are you talking about? Why in the world would we need more of that? Last of Us Part 1 PC port. Isn't that like really bad though? Isn't the PC port kind of unplayable right now? What's up, Boondock Games? Welcome in. I think the PC port's broken at the minute. Unless they fixed it. Unless they patched it. Yeah, the show was great. I played the game back in 2013. And it's one of my favorite games of all time. I was really happy to see that. Really happy to see that they did the show justice, or the game justice with the show. I didn't play Diablo. No. I played Path of Exile a little bit, which I think is similar to Diablo, and I played Diablo 3 like just a tiny bit. But Diablo, I'm not. I didn't grow up a PC gamer. I grew up a console gamer, so I never played a lot of the like Diablo 2 or World of Warcraft or like those games at all growing up. So not a lot of nostalgia for them. But Diablo 4 is probably cool. I've seen some gameplay of it. Java starting drama. Always starting drama, guys. Always. If they don't have rune words, I'm not playing. I don't know what that is. Diablo 3. I feel like Diablo 3 is kind of... Aren't there some like people that really like it and some hardcore fans that are like, fuck that shit? I don't know. I keep seeing some people saying really good stuff about it and some people saying really bad stuff about it. So I don't know if it's just like a split in the community or... Made me cry twice. I don't like feeling feelings. Man, how many times did I cry in that show? Jesus. I definitely cried in episode 3, obviously. I don't know how you make it through episode 3 and not have a tear roll down your cheek. I don't know how that's even possible. What are some of the... I think I was okay in episode 1, just because I had played the game so many times. Even the Yoda's wearing a hat. Yeah, Yoda's my hat rack, basically. He's got multiple hats on. He's got a beanie. Well, he's got a beanie. Well, actually, he's got 2 beanies and two 2 beanies and 2 ball caps. And a scarf for some reason. Head to bed. Chat made it so I have to rip packs. Nice. Yoda looking drippy. Hell yeah. I think Peak is the other person that has one of these Yodas. It's the only other person that I've seen have one of these Yodas apart from... There's a place in... Retro probably knows about this place, but there's a place in Seattle in Pike's Place Market that's like a... Is it a comic book shop? It's like a nerd shop, like in the basement at Pike's Place Market. They have one of these Yodas as well. That's the only other the only other one I've seen in person is that one. And then I think Peak in the Discord has one as well, but I don't think he has the base. So yeah, I've seen them for sale on eBay and stuff. So it's not like they're super rare, but they're it's cool. Plaid scarf really brings the fit together. Exactly. We'll see you later, Dan. Have a good one. I hope you pull all the best cards tomorrow morning, early. So yeah, for you guys that have just popped in, I think Saturday, unless the box comes tomorrow, but we'll be opening 10 booster boxes, at least, possibly 12, of Scarlet and Violet. So either tomorrow night or Saturday, depending on when the second case is going to show up, I'm going to be opening a ton of that shit. So, yeah, if you guys want to see a bunch of packs open, definitely, obviously, check out Dan's opening tomorrow morning. But then either tomorrow night or sometime on Saturday, we'll be opening a bunch of boxes. So that'll be fun. Appreciate that, Dan. Yeah, I'm hoping to pull some good stuff. Fingers crossed. Hoping to get a couple decent cards. But yeah, we'll see. Retro, I'm assuming you've been to Pike's Place, right? I mean, it's like the one tourist destination in Seattle. Well, I won't say the one. It's one of the biggest tourist destinations, I would think, in Seattle. I would assume you've been there. Are you trying to make the PSA deadline? Yes, I have a submission going out tomorrow. I'm kind of hoping that the Scarlet and Violet stuff comes in, because then I could send out some of the cards from Scarlet and Violet, but we'll see. It might not come in. If it doesn't come in, then I'll have to wait for the next special. It's probably happen on Sunday. Yeah, I like Pike's Place Market. Every time I go to visit my brother, I'm like, oh, we should go down there, and he's always like, no, because he lives there. I think he just hates it because it's too busy and all that stuff. But I like the area down there. I think it's kind of cool. But I can understand being sick of it. It's like the one place you go with everyone that comes to visit. How about you, Walrus? You have a submission going out tomorrow? I'm sure all of us probably have a submission going out tomorrow. Max isn't a PC gamer. Neither am I, really. I occasionally play. I play Rocket League on the PC, but you can play that on console, obviously. Rocket League is the one game that I consistently have played over the last, like, 2-3 years. It's just kind of a casual, fun game. Competitive, but not like, not like a first-person shooter or anything crazy. I'm too old for shooters now. I have no response time. It's failed me. My reaction speed. Completely gone. Doing one, leaving one in the chamber to send later next month. If prices go down, I cancel. Oh, can you cancel a submission? Do they just send the cards back to you? Oh, you're just gonna hold it? I'm thinking about doing merch. Oh. I'm thinking about doing merch. The green shiz has me thinking about merch. I've been thinking about merch. I want to get a really cool design though. Ooh, an Empoleon sold. Look at that. PSA 10 Empoleon. Cool. Yeah, I want to do a really cool design. Something that's Pokemon, but something that's really cool. Like, something that you don't feel like a nerd wearing. My grades are available! Do we look at them? Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait, which grades? Are they going to be for the cards or the packs? We're doing it live. Which sub? Oh, it's this sub. This sub's not very big. I think it's only like... How many cards? 37 cards? 43 cards? Something like that? Bro, they need to stop. They need to stop. I gotta peek. I did a voting on... Oh, the first one's a 10. Oh! Hold on. I did a poll on my YouTube. You can let me know what you think. I did a poll on my YouTube. That is... Where is it? I asked the people. I said, 42 votes. Not bad. I said, which style of PSA CG2 return do you prefer? When the YouTuber knows the grades or when they don't know the grades? 80% of the people said they prefer when people don't know the grades. I can't wait that long, man. That's like 3 extra days. You expect me to wait 3 extra days to figure out what the grades are going to be? You're crazy. Also, Pikachu is coming to Charlotte, which is pretty sick. I'm going to finally meet a bunch of people at Charlotte. That's going to be awesome. All right. 37 cards. Let's see if I finally get wrecked by PSA. We've been on a streak. We've been on an up streak. Let's see if we finally get wrecked. Okay, hold on. Just gotta fake it for the vid. Wait, can I show you this? No, it has my address on it. Okay, I can't show you this. I'll just tell you the 10%. Junk slab's still a thing. I mean, I don't grade common uncommon. I don't get it. All right, so we've got a 10. Out of 37 cards, we've got a 10. We've got a 10. We've got a 10. We've got a 10. Got a 9. Wait. Are you kidding me? Hello? How did this thing get a 9? You're joking. Oh, this might be rough. Well, we lost money on that one, that's for sure. An 8? Oh, we're getting wrecked, boys. Oh, we're getting wrecked. How did this get an 8? It's... Oh, this ain't good. This ain't good. We lost money on that one, too. Okay, we got another... Got a 9. Okay, this one in a 10, though, is decent. That one in a 10 is good. Okay, so I have some tag team rainbows. Tag team rainbows that are getting wrecked. The Mewtwo Mew rainbow got an 8. The Gengar Mimikyu got a 9. Ooh, we got another 10. Okay, we got Espeon Deoxys, 10. Umbreon Darkrai, 10. Garchomp Giratina, 10. Whoa, this guy's having a bad fucking day. Usually the Sun and Moon stuff is like almost auto 10. So we got another 9. We got a 10, and then we got another 9. Which is that one? The Reshiram Zekrom from Dream League. Wait, is this the one with N on it? Oh, it is. That's a cool card. I like that one. That one's sick. An 8! Bro! This guy's smoking crack! Holy! Garchomp Giratina. Okay, got a couple Radiant Charizards. Ooh! Well, this is a good one. Oh, this is a good one. We got an Advent of Arceus. Japanese promo, 2009. PSA 10, Arceus Holo. Let's go. I'm sorry, I can't show you guys because my address is on this page. Oh, no. That one's fine. That one's fine. That was fine. That's fine. That should have gotten a 9. That one should have gotten a 9. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with this one getting a 9. This one makes sense. This one makes sense. I remember it. This one, though. I mean, I guess. That's fine. Whatever. This one got a 10, though. Nice. Another Arceus. Level X. Grass and Fire deck. The grass version. Got a 10. Let's go. Okay, that's 2 Arceus 10s from Diamond and Pearl. I like it. Okay. Diamond and Pearl. Temple of Anger Deoxys. Gem 10. Got another 9. The Darkrai from Shining Darkness. No! I love this card. Bro, this guy is having a bad fucking day. We got Bonds to the End of Time Jirachi in a 10. Okay. Yes! Cry from the Mysterious Dragonite. Another 10. Let's fucking go, dude. That is such a solid fucking card to get in a 10. Hell yeah. Secret of the Lakes Garchomp in a 10. Okay. Moonlit Pursuit Swampert in a 10. Finally got the 10 on this bad boy. And it's got a nasty swirl. Let's go. Alright, sick. Stormfront Infernape. Which is that one? Is that the deck one? Oh, no. That's that one. Okay. That makes sense. Guiding Hero Lucario. Bond to the End of Time Lucario. 10 and 10. Oh, I love this card. How did it get a 9? Hail Blizzard. Lucario Holo for Black and White. Got a 9. That's okay. Huh. All right. So how many 10s did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Wait, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 27 out of 37. Got 10. That's still good. What's the percentage on that? It's like 67%. 70%, 27, 73%. I can't believe these modern cards got fucking wrecked. It's the modern that got wrecked. Diamond Pearl was fine. The modern is like, that's crazy. I don't feel like the modern I send in ever gets wrecked. So probably lost money on this one. Definitely lost money on that one. Maybe broke even on this one. Definitely lost money on this one. Miracle Twins Dragonite. PSA 9. Hopefully he broke even on that one. God damn. How many of the cards were modern that got blasted? Let me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the 10 cards were ultra modern. Sun and Moon and newer. God damn. This could be really interesting to see. I could have swore that all these cards were super mint. 73% 10s though. I mean, I can't complain. I can't complain about that. I'll still do well. Just because the Diamond Pearl cards did really well. Oh, the Pikachu Zekrom got a 10. That's cool. Espeon, Deoxys, Umbrai. Okay. We did decent. We did decent. That, man, that's, you know, it is what it is. Slightly frustrating. Definitely felt like those cards, I mean, any of those cards getting an 8 is really surprising to me. 9s or whatever, I mean, could go either way, but 8s kind of sucks. That's all right. All right, guys. Well, I'm sorry I couldn't show that screen just because my address was on it. I didn't want to accidentally dox myself, but we'll probably head out. I appreciate you guys coming by, and thank you very much for stopping in. We'll see you hopefully this weekend when we open a bunch of packs. All right, should be a lot of fun. So